Welcome everybody to Clarington Kia, where it's your experience, your way, every day, online and in store. And take a look at this. This is a 2019 Ford Edge SEL all-wheel drive with under 50,000 kilometers. What a great find. Now, the purpose of this video is for you folks at home to get a closer look at this Edge. We're going to cover the exterior condition, the interior condition, stings, dents, scratches, as well as some of the amazing features that's on this Edge. So that way you have the confidence in knowing that the vehicle that you're looking at is the one you're going to get, including the condition. No fancy editing, no crazy color correction, no, touching up pictures. This is a live, uncut walk around, so that way you know that this is exactly the condition that it is in. So let's jump right into this. So underneath the hood, we have a 2-liter, 4-cylinder, twin turbocharged engine. And what a great engine to have on this Edge, because as you can see as we swing around to the side, it's a bigger vehicle. This is going to be great for adult passengers in the rear if you've got some older teenagers at home. But that twin turbo engine simply means that you've got a small 4-cylinder when you're just cruising around town, coasting on the highway. But then when you need that additional horsepower, those turbos kick in, give you all that horsepower, gets you up to speed, helps you pass those cars, but then deactivate, of course, when you go back to just cruising speeds. And what that's going to do is obviously save you a ton on fuel. So a great choice for engines with the Ford Edge. Now let's talk about one of the nice convenience features, remote start. So push lock, and we got started. That's actually a really quick remote starter, by the way. Most of them take a second or two. I was actually shocked at how quickly that gets started. So starting at the front, let's have a look. We've got these beautiful LED headlights as well as the LED daytime running lights. It's going to be great for nighttime driving, especially on back roads. And then we have fog lights down below. Now, taking a step back, you can take a look at the really great presence on this Edge. It's got a really nice front grille, big Ford badge. They're really taking a lot of pride in their branding lately, which I love to see. And then down below, there is a little bit of a boo-boo here. You can see in that black plastic, we've got just a little bit of a scuff there, and that's okay. I'm okay with that being there, especially because with the scuff being there, it's not in metal, it's not gonna rust. So it's just a cosmetic damage, just nothing to be really too concerned with. Taking a look here, we have these nice 18-inch alloy wheels, good Michelin tires, lots of tread left on those. LED turn signals in the mirror, and then if I back up here, you get a good side profile of the Edge. Now, as we're here, let's talk about their safety features. So the Edge features Co-Pilot 360, which is Ford's branding for advanced safety features. You're going to get forward emergency braking as well as forward collision warning. So if you're driving a little bit distracted, maybe playing with the radio, the car in front of you is slowing down, the Edge will warn you that the traffic in front is slowing down and also apply the brakes if you don't react, and bring the vehicle really actually to a complete stop to hopefully avoid any collisions in front. We have blind spot warning, of course. It's going to notify you if there's a car in your blind spot. If you put your turn signal on, it'll beep at you so you don't make that lane change. And we have lane keeping assist, and what that does is it sees the lines on the road. If you start to drift over them, they will alert you and let you know that, hey, you're drifting over, makes those changes. So that way you don't drift into other people's lanes or off the road. Really great advanced safety features on the Edge. So now that we've got all that stuff to keep you safe and sound with your family, let's continue our tour. Coming around the back, you can see those nice big wraparound taillights. I really like them. Nice, bright, great to see at night. And then here's the profile of the back, and it's got a lot of nice features in the back, starting with this piano black finish here on the trunk, which just gives it a really nice luxury look. You got those LED taillights. And then another thing that I love is this cutout here in the side of the rear bumper. It looks really nice. Got the Edge badging there, dual exhaust systems, SEL logo, and then of course, as you would expect, it is a remote trunk. So let's get that opened up. Let's take a peek inside. The Edge gives you a ton of cargo space, as you can see here. The previous owner did buy the cargo mat. That's a great sign, as well as you can see those custom fit rubber mats as well. The all-weather liners is actually what they're called because they have those lips on them. And that's a great sign. That just tells me that the previous owner wanted to take care of this vehicle and make sure it was in good condition. And of course, you get to reap the reward of that. Here we got the buttons to fold down those split seats. So one side, the other side, or both sides, just if you got a little bit larger cargo that you need to throw there. Now we've got up top, we can close up our trunk. Continue our tour around. Oh, back bumper check. looks good. Everything, I always do that on SUVs, especially because usually you're gonna find some nicks or scratches in the paint, but I didn't see anything on this edge, which is really good, obviously. Great condition, 50,000 kilometers, you would expect that. Here's a boo-boo that just is so annoying. Look at that. Just a little chip in the paint right on the passenger side front door, and you know what that is. You know what that is. That's somebody that either opened the door a little too quick or maybe the wind caught it. It's just one of those pet peeves of mine. But it's there nonetheless. That's okay. We put the marks in there so that way you don't have to, and you don't have to get all angry if you do it yourself. They're already there for you, but just minor cosmetic mark on that passenger door. Now let's go take a look at the inside. Let's start with the rear passengers and see what they get in the back. Now I like this here. You see these little dots here? That's the convenience key. So even if rear passengers approach the vehicle, it will unlock as long as the key is within range. And that's nice, so that way back passengers, especially if it's like raining or something, they're not waiting for the driver to get there to unlock the doors. They can do it right there, which is nice. Now taking a look, these leather seats are in great shape back here. No smells, definitely a non-smoker vehicle. Actually smells really nice inside. You can see it's stadium seating, so those rear seats sit up a little bit higher in the back, and that's going to give back passengers a better view of the windshield in front, prevents motion sickness. It's kind of a important feature to know. We've got the rear vents back here, which is again another important feature because that just means that back passengers are a little bit more comfortable with the air conditioning and heating. And then down here, we've got 2 USB slots, so that way the minions in the back, if they've got iPads or whatever it might be, they're staying charged up. Nice big center armrest here. So everything you would expect and a little more in the back for passengers. Door panels are in good shape too. Now let's go take a look at the front. Oh, I forgot, it does have the keypad system as well. That's a Ford thing. So you can change that up and enter in a keypad, and that way, I don't know why they do that when you have this and you have this, but you know, it's there. You don't need to. Taking a look at the front seats. Again, they're in great shape. No rips, tears, stains, burns. Looking really good. Of course, leather seating, power driver's seat as well, with a power lumbar support. Give you a look at the door panel. It's in nice shape, no scratches. Over here, we've got our automatic headlights, which I'll turn on. I just wanted to keep the lights on so you can see what they look like. Our power trunk as well over here. So now let's hop in and take a look here. So because we've used the remote starter, when you get in, you have to put your foot on the brake and press start as a child safety feature, so that way little ones can't get in if you remote start and start driving away with their car. Anybody ever done that as a kid in like the 80s? I did twice. Ran the car down the driveway. So taking a look at our driver gauges. So we've got an analog gauge for your speed, but then on either side we have digital gauges, which is actually really nice. So those are operated, or changed I should say, from the steering wheel controls. We've got arrows on both sides of the wheel, and you can change what you see in the driver's display. So for example, we have the tachometer here, but if we scroll down, you can see it changes the fuel gauges, your tire pressure sensor, the speed, the all-wheel drive, the distance till empty. So it's got some really neat features there that you can see. And then on this side here displays your radio, and you can go through all your radio settings or your phone settings from this side, which is nice. I quite like that. And then you can see even you can go to FM, AM, Sirius, satellite radio, whatever you like from there, which is a nice feature to have. Now on the steering wheel, we've got your cruise control, we've got your Bluetooth audio controls. Everything's in the right spot where it should be. Now, one interesting thing that I forgot to tell you, but now that I'm looking at the windshield wipers, so you have your regular washers, but as well for that rear view camera, and I'll put it in reverse here to show you. For that rear view camera, they have a rear view camera washer. And let me tell you, that is a game changer. Ford was really thinking, especially in Canada, because how many times do you get in the car, go to put in reverse, and in the wintertime especially, it's all mucked up and grimy and salty? Well, now by activating that rear windshield wiper, it will also clear the rear view camera, which is just smart thinking. Way to go, Ford. I actually really like that. That was really cool. Looking at the top here, we've got a junk holder up top for whatever you might want to put there, pens, whatever, I don't know, it's up to you. We've got our display system here. So we've got your radio on the one side, heated seat controls for quick access, and of course, the heated steering wheel as well is located right here in your touchscreen display. We've got your phone settings, compass settings, and then all the options down here. Now here's the one that, of course, that you're going to want to use, and that is Apple CarPlay. So it is equipped with Apple CarPlay, and what that will do is change this entire screen to look more like your iPhone or your Android device. I believe it has Android Auto as well, but Apple CarPlay for sure is equipped with it. And then that allows you to use things like SIRI. I can't say it because then my watch will activate, but you can use voice commands to respond to text messaging, or of course, you know, if you want to use your Apple Music or Spotify or things like that, it's all on your screen, all your digital music, navigation for Waze, stuff like that. It's all right here with the Apple CarPlay. That's the best way to use this system. But if you don't use it that way, that's no problem, because we still have a great audio system on board. We have satellite radio, and we also have Bluetooth audio streaming, so you can stream from your phone wirelessly through the Bluetooth, or you can plug in to use Apple CarPlay. Whatever is your preference, the Edge can do it. We've got the climate control in the touchscreen, but as well, we do have the climate control down here. So there is the manual buttons if you prefer, because a lot of people like that versus the touchscreen. I'm a touchscreen guy, but whatever is your fancy. And then all your phone connections are up here as well. So a nice system. And then again, just putting in reverse to give you a clear view of that rear view camera. And then you can see the little car icon over here, and that's your sonar. So as you're backing up, those sonars will pull any vehicle or any objects in here as well, and alert you, just in case maybe this camera is dirty and you don't have any windshield wiper fluid. It has kind of a redundancy there, just on the off chance, right? Things can happen. Now, taking a look at our dash, it's actually, oops, sorry, my gimbal's freaking out. It's actually a really nice dash setup here. You can see you've got your manual controls, your volume and your tuning, and the air conditioning controls. If you don't want to use the touchscreen, that's all available for you there. Underneath here, we have 2 USB ports, as well as a really nice big container for junk, cell phones, whatever it is that you want to put in there, sunglasses. Good spot for that. And then here's a cool little Ford thing. So instead of a shifter, they've done with this rotary dial. So reverse, neutral, drive, right? Kind of cool. I don't know, it's different. What's S do? S puts us into S for subscribe to my channel. No, I don't know what the S does. It's probably a sport mode or something. Let's see if we put it in drive and hit S. Yeah, it's a sport mode. Cool. All right, sport mode in your Ford Edge. But I mean, given that it's a twin turbo engine, that's actually gonna be pretty fun to drive, right? Electronic parking brake, nice feature to have. And here's another fuel saver, the auto engine idle off. I'm combining a bunch of words there, but it's idle engine start, stop, whatever you want to call it. Every manufacturer calls it something different. But when you engage that, under certain conditions, even red lights, it will actually shut off the engine, preserve your fuel economy, still run the air conditioning or heater, but just turn off the engine, so that way you save a little bit of fuel. It's a nice feature to have, but you can turn it on or off with that button, because some people don't like it, some people love it. It's entirely up to you. Giving you a look again at the dashboard setup, looks really, really nice and clean. But this is a super comfortable car to drive. It's got lots of space in the front seats and the back seats for any adult passengers or teens you have back there. And then here is the CarFax. This is the vehicle history report. So you can see it is a one owner vehicle, no reported accidents. And that's exactly what we want to see here from this CarFax, to give you that confidence that not only does it look in great shape, but it is not hiding any secrets as far as, previous owners or any accident history on the vehicle. And that's important to know, because obviously you want to know that with under 50,000 K, you're still getting a fantastic vehicle. So there are 2 great ways that you can purchase this Edge from Clarington Kia. You can go online, use any of the widgets such as your trade-in appraisal tool, calculate your finance payments. All of those will trigger us to give you a call, because you can buy this exclusively from the comfort of your own home. Even if you have a trade-in vehicle, we do virtual appraisals. If you need financing, we can take care of that, and we can add all the protection options on this Edge to make sure that it is a great ownership experience for you. Or if you prefer the traditional way, you can visit us here in Bowmanville. You just hop off the highway at Bowmanville Ave and then make a left-hand turn. You'll see the store, and then you can be parked right in front of this amazing 2019 Ford Edge SEL all-wheel drive with under 50,000 kilometers. What a great find. If you are watching this and you happen to purchase this Edge, please leave us a comment leave us your feedback, there we go, in the comments below. We would love to hear back from you. and let us know how the experience was with our amazing sales team, and of course, how much you love your new Ford Edge. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Take care, and congrats to whoever picks up this beautiful Ford Edge.